Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. We've got another treat for you, another replay from 2017. We've got a GW Panther, and it's on the north spawn of Lakeville Encounter under the command of Skirek. At least I think that's his name. Skirek. Okay, well, game started. Of course, the GW Panther has a 15cm howitzer as its main armament, which is capable of doing 680 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armour. Now he's following that AMX-13 F3, and well, he's decided to stop next to these trees. Now, the Lakeville map, well, it's not quite the same as it once was. Slight differences here and there. And he's making his way off towards the valley again. Now, I wonder if he's actually going to cover the valley just in case the enemy tries to make a push through there. And we can already see that there's a Cromwell and a Jagdpanzer 4 at the other end at the choke point. He's decided not to stop there at the corner, moving a bit further on. Okay, it's ready to go. Well, he's got a number of targets to shoot at straight away, the Jagdpanzer 4 and the Cromwell. The Cromwell's hiding behind the rock, so we can't hit him for the moment, but he fires at the Jagdpanzer 4 and overshoots. Okay, the reload time is, if I remember correctly, something around about 25-26 seconds. But we'll probably see how long it takes. He's probably actually got it slightly lower than that. But the Jagdpanzer 4 is getting close and rounds out on him. Overshoots again. He doesn't get the position exactly right. Now he's having a quick look towards the town because it is an encounter battle. And therefore, it does actually help to keep an eye on what's going on in the town in these battles. On the off chance you can actually help your team. There's enough tanks in the valley now to protect those guys or stop the guys from moving forwards. He's loaded, rounds out on the M6. Oh, direct hit wipes him out completely. 306 hit points from that one. Right, T-34-100 constructor. He's pushing forward. He just killed Arty 34-100. There's a couple of enemy tanks near the cap, and both are heavies, ARL-44 and a T-29. T-34-100 sniping at the top at our ARL and our heavy tank number 6. And, oh, he's just been hit by the enemy Arty. And it looks like the enemy Arty is still in the same position, but worked out exactly where he was. So he didn't relocate and he's paid for it. Well, he's changed his position slightly. He must have seen the previous shot at the M6 and worked out exactly where he was. Looking up the valley, we can't see the Cromwell, or a pair of Cromwells actually, or the M6 or the IKV-65-2. So he's just pulled back to the very edge of the map. And we can now see that T-29 is trying to make his way into the town. The enemy ARL was wiped out, so we don't have to worry about him. Okay, Cromwell's appeared at the centre line. Turret's turned, and we're lining up a shot. Rounds out. And that's another kill. So 2 kills now, but he's going to have to relocate immediately because otherwise that... Yeah, look, there's a counter battery shot there immediately. He has been stunned, but just goes to show that that enemy Arty is on the ball, trying to get him. So he's going to have to keep mobile. The moment he's fired, he's going to have to start moving, or at least within a couple of seconds to stop the counter battery. Going for the M4, M6. Oh no, he got a big rescue bloom there. He just gently moved his turret slightly, and it was enough to induce the reticule bloom. Go for the IKV-65-2, rounds out, start moving, and yes, he got a hit. 260. Now, will there be an Arty round coming in on that spot? No, it looks like the enemy Arty is already involved. He's probably shooting at our guys who've come over the centre line. Okay, we've got their enemy M6 who's very low on hit points. There's the enemy Arty, the Hummel that was firing at us earlier. We're dialing in on his position. If he stays where he is, he's toast. Rounds out. Yep, he's gone. Don't have to worry about relocating now because he was the one who was actually getting the counter battery shots. And I suspect that the other enemy Arty are actually engaged with the town. Going for the M6. I think the reload time is actually a lot quicker than 25 seconds. Rounds out in the M6. And he got that one as well. So 4 kills now. Just moving. Okay, Cromwell now. Now the enemy's not capping, but they have a 1 tank advantage. Oh dear. Well, he got a hit on the IKV-90B, but we lost our defenders in the valley, and that means now he has to move. Because otherwise that Cromwell and the IKV-90B will immediately they get over the centre line and find him, they'll kill him. In fact now there's only 3 Arty left on their team against, what, 6 enemies. So they're outnumbered 2-1 and there are tanks in the enemy team. So he's going to have to either shotgun the guys who are coming in. There's more counter battery shots. So he's probably going to shoot the Cromwell, or shotgun the Cromwell when he comes around the corner. The T-34-100 comes up behind him. There's the Cromwell. Yes! Good shotgun! Excellent kill. He managed to get the rescue down onto the target. Now, can he reload in time before the IKV-2 appears? Well, the enemy Hummel, the other enemy Hummel's been killed. And there's the IKV-2, IKV-90B rather. He's actually coming in. Can he see us? No, he can't. Well, he can see us, but he couldn't actually get a shot on us. And we missed our shotgun, so we're going to have to back up and pray that one of our teammates can help us. Otherwise, we might be toast. Oh, he goes for the ram kill, and it works! He ram killed the IKV-90B. Right, now he needs to turn around and deal with the guy who's actually behind, because there's a enemy tank behind attacking our AMX-13 F3. It's a T-34-100, I think. Or is it? No, it's an SU-100. Sorry, I beg your pardon. In fact, they've wiped out all the remaining enemies. He's got his top gun. When he killed the IKV-90B, that was his top gun. If he can get another 2 kills, he will actually get a Radley Walters. He's backing up just a little to give him a bit of protection from that SU-100. But he's looking where he thinks the SU-100 is. There he is, lined up, rounds out, kill shot! 7 kills now. 1 more to get. And he's got the Radleys. And there's 2 Arty versus 2 Arty now. That makes it a little more fun. It's time for shotguns. The MX-13 F3 making its way to the town. The GW Panther said affirmative and then thanks. I think the MX-13 F3 knows that his spot actually enabled the GW to get that kill, and he left it for the GW to get. And I think that's again because he knows that the GW is potentially on a Radley Walters. So that makes a big difference. Well, AMX-13 F3 has gone into the cap and is sitting next to the church. And Skierik, I hope I'm actually pronouncing his name right, Skierik? Well, probably Skierik. I'll say it's Skierik anyway. And he's, well, he's making his way in. Hopefully he's going to join the AMX-13 F3 and they'll cover different fields of fire just in case the enemy comes up behind them. So if one Arty points one way, the other one points the other way. And hopefully that way they can make sure that even if the enemy comes up behind them, they're going to get a shotgun right in the face. Okay, 2 in the cap now. Obviously, the enemy is going to be firing this side of the map because they'll know that whoever's going to be capping is more than likely going to be capping on this side. And again, you don't want to knock anything down. He did knock that tree down. That gives a solid sign to the enemy Arty. We're here. Okay, so he's decided to duck into this corner because of that. And knocking down those 2 umbrellas. Well, he only knocked 1 down. But we know where one of the enemies is. The M44 is coming in. He's close. Oh, he gets shotgunned! And he derped himself into the ground. He fired his shot into the ground. Didn't get the AMX-13F3. But he derped him through that arch. What a shotgun that was. Right through the arch into the M44. And that means the only enemy Arty that's remaining is the M12. But the M12 will now know where Ski Eric is. Yep, he'll know he's in this corner. And here he comes. This is for the game. Oh, it's a big hit. But it's not enough to wipe him out. He's left him on 25 hit points. And he gets stunned by the return shot. He's got his Radleys. It's now up to the AMX-13F3. He fails in his derp, his shotgun. So it's now who reloads first. Well, if I remember correctly, the M12 will load before the GW. But don't quote me on that. I'll have to check the times afterwards. I think they're both loaded now anyway. The M12 is starting to pull forward. It looks to me like he's going to try and shoot through that arch again to get the M12. When it's a very flat trajectory, so he might be able to do it. The MX-13F3 tries. Okay, well, we're letting the cap run down. The M12's going to have to try now. He comes up. If he passes that archway, he tries a shotgun. Oh, he got it! He did fire through the arch, but it wasn't the wide arch. It was the narrow one, and he got the kill this time to win the game. What a game that was. Well, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Ski Eric in the GW Panther. I should say Ski Eric 71405. I don't know what that means, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look at the rest of the medals. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 19. He had Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A Radley Walters medal for killing at least 8 of the enemy. He got 9 in the end. A Cow's Battery for killing all of the enemy Arty. Yes, he did actually kill all 3. The Hummel, the M44, and then the M12. And he also got a High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. What an episode that was. Let's have a look at the team score. 2,813 hit points of damage from that game. The next high scorer was the T29 on the enemy team with 1821 and the M12 with 1416. When it came to kills, he's got the highest amount again, 9 kills. The next highest scorer only had 1/3 of that amount, and that was the SU-100. He had 3 kills. And after that, we've got the base XP, and he's got the top in that one as well. He's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,323 base, a nice ace tanker, 617 for the ARL-44, 571 for the Oni, and well, the AMX-13F3 got 536 hit points of damage, 1 kill, and 542 base. He fired 15 rounds in that game, got 8 direct hits and 8 penetrations and 5 splash. Damage of 2,813 hit points, of which 1,981 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see a lot of close-in action. Received 3 hits by way of splash damage. Yes, that Hummel was determined to counter battery him, but the other 2 weren't really so interested until the end game. 12 enemies damaged, 9 enemy kills, so he damaged 4/5 of the enemy team. He actually killed 3/5 of the enemy team, and 571 hit points of stun assist of 5 stuns, and 62 capture points because he was in the cap at the end when the game ended. 30,830 credits on a free-to-play account, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 11,408 credits profit, 1,323 XP, and no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away on this occasion. But well, that was a pretty good victory actually, and amazing that he got 2 kills firing through the arches with an Arty. Now, an Arty normally has a much higher trajectory, and so when you fire an Arty round, it goes up and then comes down. But at close range, I suppose you could say that the round was reasonably flat, and therefore he was able to shoot through those arches with reasonable security that the shell was going to hit the target. But to fire through that narrow arch right at the end and get the shot right on target, that was, well, very risky, but at least he had the AMX13F3 to protect him. If the worst came to the worst and the M12 came around the corner and tried to derp him, the AMX13F3 would derp the M12 instead. So it would have worked out okay either way, but great shots, absolutely great shots. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.